Please subscribe and you can download this code from description below. Iterators are a fundamental concept in Python, and they are commonly used in for loops to iterate over collections or sequences of data. However, there are situations where you may want to check if an iterator is empty before attempting to iterate through it. In this tutorial, we will explore various ways to test for an empty iterator in Python using code examples. Before we dive into testing for an empty iterator, it's important to understand the concepts of iterators and iterables in Python. Iterable: an iterable is an object capable of returning its elements one at a time. Common examples of iterables include lists, tuples, dictionaries, and strings. Iterator: an iterator is an object that keeps track of its position within an iterable and provides a way to access its elements sequentially. Iterators are created from iterables using the iter function. You can use the iter function to create an iterator from an iterable and then check if the iterator is empty. Here's an example. In this example, we create an empty list my_list and then create an iterator my_iterator from it. We check if my_iterator is empty using the if not my_iterator condition. Another way to test for an empty iterator is to use a try, except block. Attempt to iterate through the iterator, and if an exception is raised, it means the iterator is empty. Here's an example. In this example, we attempt to iterate through my_list. If it's empty, a stop iteration exception will be raised, and we catch that exception to determine if the iterator is empty. You can also use the next function to check if an iterator is empty by attempting to retrieve the first element. If an element is retrieved, the iterator is not empty. If a stop iteration exception is raised, it's empty. Here's an example. In this example, we use the next function to try to retrieve the first item from the iterator. If it's successful, we know the iterator is not empty. Python allows you to use the else clause in a for loop. You can use this construct to test if an iterator is empty. Here's an example. In this example, if the for loop completes without any iterations, because the iterator is empty, the else block will be executed, indicating that the iterator is empty. Testing for an empty iterator in a Python for loop is essential to avoid errors and unexpected behavior when working with iterable objects. Depending on your specific use case and coding style, you can choose the method that best suits your needs. By following these methods, you can safely handle empty iterators in your Python code. ChatGPT.